on this one, we were in Kibra, so we were, I can't remember which, I think we were celebrating how many days of it? It's normally 16 days,
16
of
days
activism against SGBV, and we met ladies from Kibra, and one of the ladies on live television, she gets up and she says, I live with an abusive man. I cannot read and I cannot write, so I will work, and then when I ask him to transact M-Pesa for me, he steals from me. So she says this on live television. Of course, the concern is, it's already out there. Is she going to go back home to her abuser? Because this is somebody who's now willing to speak up, but then her options are limited in terms of resources and all of that. What is the supporting infrastructure that is needed to accompany the specialized SGBV courts? She talked about you appear in court with your abuser. What if you're going back home to your abuser? Things like safe houses and all that. What needs to happen at that level?
So thank you for that question, Olive, because that's going to be the whole purpose of the SGBV courts. We are advocating to ensure that they have all the correct infrastructure around them, to ensure that the court can proceed in a way that it takes into account this victim and all the witnesses, as well as the perpetrator. Like we said, it would have specialized prosecutors. So the prosecutors, even as they are getting the evidence and ensuring that the cases are, that the right people appear in court, they have the right skill around prosecuting cases like that. The police, the same way. It's very gratifying to know that even as we speak, we have gender desks in the DPP's office and at the police stations. So we want to harness we want all of that to be harnessed, to work together with the court to be able to ensure that the cases are prosecuted in the right way. Around that, we want psycho-social support, trauma information to be in and around the court, to be able to not only support the victims of SGBV, but you've heard, we also suffer a high level of trauma just hearing some of these cases, and just feeling and empathizing with what these victims are going through. So these courts, we are praying and hoping that they will have all the trappings of infrastructure to support them, so that even a person who has to give their evidence, maybe they need witness protection, maybe they need other medical support, that will be something that the court will be able to give orders around, so that they would get the necessary protection they need, or that they would be assigned to shelters around the city. And that's another thing we're advocating for. We need shelters. We need more shelters for victims of violation. My colleagues will tell you that by the time they're in court, and you can see the dire situation a victim is in, what do we do? Where do we send them to? The county of Nairobi and many counties, I think it's only Makueni County that has a county safe house. Around the country, it's all private safe houses, and they have various conditionalities around who they can take in, how long they can keep them, what they need contributions for. So it's a desperate need in this country, and I'm praying that the counties can take this up as one of their very serious endeavors to support us in our bid to eradicate SGB.